What's good, everyone? RagingYoshi here with another episode of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Rekindle Memories. Let's just go to the cutscene.
Who could that have been before, in my memory? It wasn't Kairi, but another girl? Maybe... I think her name was...
Sarah!
Ah!
Let's go! You wanna find Rico and the pig, don't you?
Sure. Man, it was right on the tip of my tongue.
Oh, Sora, we're so close. You're so close, and then you'll have that lovely memory right back in your grasp. But I know that intro was really abrupt because we don't have time between these cutscenes because I just ran straight from one to another. So here's the other cutscene, and then we'll actually talk about stuff.
I remember.
Huh?
There was another girl.
What? A girl? Where?
No. I mean on the islands where I used to live. Besides Kairi and Riku, there was one other girl I was friends with. The four of us played together all the time.
Sora? Seems to me that's the first time you've mentioned her.
Yeah, I guess I forgot all about her. I think she just suddenly went away when I was still really little.
What do you think makes you remember that now?
I'm not sure, but it's been coming back in pieces as we go through the castle.
Gorge, do you remember her name?
I don't remember. I feel kind of dumb. We said we weren't going to forget our friends, and well now, I can't even remember her name.
Sora!
Oh, you shouldn't be worrying none. If it's been coming back to you in pieces, you're sure to remember her name just like everything else.
So, as we can see, Castle Oblivion is slowly working its magic. Sora is finally starting to remember more and more about this girl, and as you see, before he was really interrupted by the lovely Dolan, he had her name on the tip of his tongue. But you know what? We're so close. There's no doubt that Sora will remember who this girl is. He just needs another moment or so. But yes, now we are going to be moving on to another world, and this time around we will be going to Monstro. And yes, I do know this beforehand, but I'm just hesitating just in case I'm wrong and I'm not on the right recording session because I've edited several sessions and just been clicking on them and recording my commentary. But so we have moved on to Le Monstro. I do have to say, I do very much enjoy the music of Monstro. It's got a very energetic feel to it. Like, the battle theme is very energetic and, I guess, high speed. Is it guess what? I guess is a good way to put it. Because high speed is the best way I can really come up with to describe the battle theme of this world. But I digress. So in this world, we are inside of the belly of the gigantic whale Monstro. And because we are inside his belly, that means who else will be here but Pinocchio? This kinda doesn't really follow the story of mantra that was used in Kingdom Hearts 1, since the story of mantra in Kingdom Hearts 1 actually had a lot to do with Riku and you chasing Riku and Pinocchio through the belly of Monstro, and then Riku kidnapped Pinocchio and blah blah blah. It's more so the story of Pinocchio and Geppetto are stuck inside Monstro with no way to get out, and things happen. But so, the thing that I wanted to talk about here is there are a lot of enemy cards that we can get throughout the game. So the enemy cards, more or less, they just kind of appear in place of your map cards when you've defeated enemies, and it'll be the enemy card for whatever the very last enemy defeated was. So for every single enemy we can encounter, there is an enemy card. So we are going to go over the ones that we've encountered so far. So starting off, we have Shadows. Shadows, their enemy card will increase the value of all cards you have by 1, which can be really bad because it turns zeros into 1, and it takes an insanely useful card into a completely useless card. We have Soldiers, which have Combo Plus, which basically make it so that instead of Sora having a 3-hit combo, he'll have a 4-hit combo while it's active. Large Bodies have Guard. It basically makes it so that physical attacks will just be completely deflected from your front. Really useful from a defensive side. So now we're coming to 3 of probably the most useful enemy cards in the game. Also key beginnings. 3 of probably the most useful enemy cards in the game. We have Red Nocturne, Blue Rhapsody, Yellow Opera, but more so the first 2. They each will boost the strength of whatever their element is. So Red Nocturne Fire, Blue Rhapsody Ice, Yellow Opera Thunder. The Green Requiem does a similar thing. It's Cure Boost. It makes your cures better, but it's really not that useful. And I know we're in a new area with new enemies, right? Well, there's only one new enemy, and I'll get to that in a little bit. So yeah, these are really useful for something I'm going to be showing off later in this world, even, I think. I basically later end up creating a deck. Oh, no, I do it right here. So, might as well talk about this now. I am creating a second deck. This deck is completely magic. So, the point of this deck is for me to be able to easily grind and just destroy waves of enemies. Now, as you see, I put all my blizzards in, and then we have a bunch of swords. It's because I don't have enough blizzards to fully make this deck, and there needs to be at least one attack card in here for them to let me finalize this deck. If I could, this deck would have probably 2 Blue Rhapsodies in it, because what would happen is I go into battle, use a Blue Rhapsody, and then Blizzaga, and Blizzaga basically destroys waves. There's me looking at the enemy cards I have, seeing if anything's useful. It's really not. So I think this battle I actually show off how useful this is. Just that quickly, we can destroy waves. This is a wonderful grinding technique. It can also be done with Fire and Thunder, although Blizzard's probably the best, with Thunder second and Fire being the worst. I might have sped this up too much because it looks a little jittery. But you know what? We're going to commit to whatever we did. Hopefully the video itself doesn't look as bad as it's looking in my preview, although I think it's just because it's my preview. So those are the 4 magic music heartless. Next we have Power Wilds. Power Wilds, they basically invert the values of all of our cards. So 9s become 1s, 1s become 9s, 2 becomes 8, 8 becomes 2, and so on and so forth. 0 cards are unaffected. I don't really like that card. I think that's completely terrible. Next we have Bouncy Wild. Bouncy Wilds have Draw. Draw basically attracts fallen cards and enemies items easily. Pretty useful, I'd say. Also, the strategy, as you can see in the screen, it's really just decimating waves upon waves of Heartless. Next we have Air Soldier. It has Reload Kinesis. It allows you to reload while in motion. I'll be honest, that's pretty cool and it's pretty useful. It'll only last for 3 reloads, but that's pretty powerful of a thing to have. Bandits will give you combo finish. It makes your first powerful strike. It makes your first strike as powerful as a combo finisher. Fat Bandit's back attack deals more damage when striking enemies from behind. Barrel Spiders give you quick load, which instantly reloads cards. And at that point, that's everything we've encountered, except for these three lovely guys. We have Creeper Plants, which have Leaf Bracer, which means if you cast Cure, your opponents cannot break it. Tornado State, which is Reload Haste, it subtracts 2 from your reload counter. And Crescendo, which disables the use of magic cards to power up summon cards. Otherwise, the only other enemy cards I haven't gone over at this point are boss enemy cards. So, take a moment to go over those as well, since we might as well talk about them. Guard Armor, wide attack. Our attack cards are longer. Card Soldiers, attack haste. Our attack cards work faster, meaning they don't need as long. Hades, we went over Hades already. Jafar, attack bracer. Opponents cannot break our attack cards. And at this point, that's everything. We don't have any other cards at this point in the game. Oh wow, I fast forward through this so fast that I don't even see what I get from level ups. Hopefully, I don't see, this sucks. Now I don't know if I've gotten the level up that gives me the ability that I'm looking for. But yes, there are many more enemy cards in the game, and so as we get to them, I will talk about them. But speaking of enemies, with this world, we do have one new enemy, and that is the Search Ghost. Search Ghosts, they were more annoying in Kingdom Hearts 1 since they could teleport at random and really get in your way. Because they teleport away, take the time reappearing, and then you had to deal with them. But luckily, they don't seem to be anywhere near as annoying as in this game. So yeah, Search Ghosts, it's like most enemies in this game. They are annoying, but if you don't let their cards resolve, then you never have to worry about them. That's honestly all you really need to worry about. So as a point, the strategy that I'm using with the Blizzard, it works so long as there are 3 enemies you don't encounter, which is Green Requiems, which absorb all magic, Blue Rhapsodies, which absorb Blizzard, and an enemy we're going to encounter in a later world called Wizards, which absorb all magic. If you encounter one of those 3, the strategy does not work, thus why you must keep attack cards in your deck as well. But yes, I've just gone on really far. But yeah, this is, I think, 3 times speed of what I'm doing, and this takes me what, 20, like, let's say about 10-11 minutes at 3 times speed. So if we had it at normal speed, this would be taking what, 30 plus, make closer to 35 minutes. Which, yeah, no, that's why we don't keep this in. Granted, I could just cut a lot of stuff out, but I'd rather you at least see how I'm going from point A to point B, even if it is at like double to triple speed. So much is going on. Yeah, as you see, there's that one Green Rhapsody there. I have to take it out normally. Alright, so you're going to notice a bit of a... You're going to notice a noticeable hiccup in the video audio at that moment. That is because I was interrupted by my lovely older sister. The love of not having a room of your own. But I digress. I don't remember what I was talking about. I think it was something about how the Green Requiems were stopping me from using my grinding strat. These battles are going at 3 times speed, but they would be going by very quickly even if it wasn't at 3 times speed, just because of how effective this strategy is. But luckily, this is the only fast-forwarding section of this world. At least I think it is. I don't think I fast-forwarded it twice. I'm pretty sure this is the only one. I'm looking at the audios in the video progress thing, it's saying that this is the only one to me, so I'm assuming that this is true. But yes, I'm pretty sure at this point I'm just cleaning this area out because it's easier that way, and also get all the experience. I don't know if I have enough for the thing I want to do at the end of this world, because I just need to get to a certain level. I'm trying to unlock a specific slate. Once I get it, then I'm good. But the fast forward is ending, and now we are back at a cutscene. I wonder what's going on. I wonder what's going on. And here we have found Geppetto. Geppetto, who has been so worried about Pinocchio. And he's so glad to see Jiminy because they miss Jiminy. Jiminy Cricket, how in the world did you get here? Because we must remember, Jiminy is from Pinocchio's world. Wherever that world might actually be. But yes, Geppetto and Pinocchio have gotten stuck inside of Monstro because Geppetto sailed after Pinocchio and Monstro came and swallowed them both. Which, if this actually happened, would probably mean they were dead, but this is Disney and cartoon logic. You know, you really can't take a lot of the cartoon logic very seriously, or else you're just looking to be called an idiot because you took cartoon logic seriously. Can't really say anything other than that. But yes, Geppetto is just very worried about the lovely Jiminy. Wow. Geppetto's worried about Pinocchio. He still tells little white lies. But Geppetto is telling Jiminy that he needs to not worry so much. Yes. So here we're also going to be finding out that Pinocchio has been running around and exploring Monstra. I cannot say Geppetto. Why can I not? Like, of all the things for me to become tongue-tied trying to say, it's Geppetto. Whatever. So, I guess the things that I can talk about is our different rewards for beating the enemies here. Oh, we also learned high jump, which is very good. We can now jump and flip to higher places. So, our rewards for getting stuff here. Here, we now have the ability to get the Search Ghost card, which is Drain. We absorb enemies' HP when we use it with attack cards, but the enemies drop fewer items. Not terrible. Not a terrible card. I'd say that's relatively useful. Oh, I'm glad. I'm lucky. I actually did keep in the regular battle theme. Because I actually very much like this battle theme. But that being besides the point, the Search Ghost card is pretty useful. Here in Monstro, we gain access to... Okay, if we use the bonus room... we use the bounty, we get Fire Raid as an ability. Bounty being the calm bounty chest where we just go in the room and open a chest. If we go into the bonus rooms, first playthrough, we can get Aqua Splash. Second playthrough, we have the ability of getting a Zaldin card. Zaldin, you know who he is if you play Kingdom Hearts 2. If you haven't, then I'm not going to say anymore. But yes, those are what we have access to. I guess I'll read what the Zaldin card does. Zance. I need to blah blah blah. Arrow Guard activates arrow for a set period of time, inflicting damage to enemies who touch it. It is resistant to fire, ice, lightning, and special attacks. Not bad. Not a bad card at all. But yeah, so we're on our way to the Key to Guidance area, which I'm pretty sure that's where everything ends. Technically, there are other keys that we could have gotten had we been on a New Game Plus file. Enemy cards that we could have gotten had we been on a New Game Plus file. At this point, I'm not going to really go into them. but yeah, it's not really that big of a deal. We only have about a minute left of the video, not even. But so, I guess I'll begin closing out the video now. And oh look, we got a shadow enemy card. I get a lot of these. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have, do me a favor, comment, like, and subscribe. Peace, peace, and deuce, deuce. See ya! What's good, everyone? RagingYoshi here with another episode of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Rechain Memories. Previously, we actually ran through the very fast-forward heavy first section of Monstro, which it didn't fast-forward all of it, which I'm actually surprised they didn't. Actually, no, I'm not surprised they didn't. What am I talking about? Now we have gotten the key to guidance, and this is where our key to guidance leads us. Pinocchio's looking for treasure, apparently. Well, we all know how Pinocchio's nose works. And if you don't, if he tells a lie, it gets longer. So, simply put, Pinocchio was telling a lie that he was looking for a treasure. In reality, Pinocchio's actually trying to find a way to escape Monstro. Which, I must say, that's pretty noble, Pinocchio trying to find a way to get out of there. But I digress. I apologize, I'm all yawning and stuff. Yes, Pinocchio, essentially Pinocchio's realized it's his fault that they're stuck there because he ran away from home and Geppetto came after him. And so, since Pinocchio feels bad, Pinocchio wants to find a way for them all to get out. Oh, and by them all, I mean those two. But Pinocchio's lying so that people wouldn't worry about him. Essentially, I understand why Pinocchio's lying, but you all know the moral of Pinocchio. Don't tell a fib. Fibs are bad. I don't know. I don't fully believe that lying is always bad. I mean, telling blatant lies that can hurt people, yes, it's always bad, but it's like, from time to time, little white lies to spare someone's feelings, I can kind of understand that, and I don't see anything inherently wrong with those. Oh god, what's it? You know, I played through all this with my sound off, because I'd usually be talking to someone or doing other things. But Pinocchio's dead. Logically, there's no way Pinocchio should end up inside of that. Pinocchio should just be crushed and dead. To be fair, he's a puppet, so he should just be crushed and in pain. But I digress, because we have a boss fight at the Key of Guidance? Yes, no. Our boss fight for this world does not take place at the Key to Truth. It takes place at the Key to Guidance. And this is Parasite Cave. So previously I've mentioned that this deck is mainly for grinding, but it's also really useful for boss fights like this, where using normal physical attacks really isn't very useful. So here, use Blizzagas, break whatever cards this guy throws out. Hit him with a strike rate. I'm surprised by the many enemies that strike rate